Plotted, I got the first thought. I burned down their damn pavilions at High Street townhouses, huh?
Well, you got Horsham exiled first, so how could you be in on cahoots to exile you? Admit it, Ben, you did screw up being temporary dictator of Arcadia. Being Ringle's son-in-law was not good enough. Had to try for the crown, didn't you? Oh man, but the coup to dispose two kings at once was a bit much. Admit it. Ringle is senile, but he is king, and a double coup to dispose of Clarendon too? Not smart. Look at that picture of poor old Ringle. Makes you want to weep seeing that poor old elf now, even if he is a nutty old fruitcake. And Clarendon, heroic, the master of the havens, admiral of the high seas, and winning, most of all, winning. When we are losing, when Arcadia was losing under your dictatorship and Heartlands was in danger, losing battles, losing the war. Unlike the hero of the Bluebells who actually kicked the Dark Lord's ass, delivering our only genuine victory under young Gilly, found the bottomless bags of guilds, and built giant earthen fortresses like Cadbury, and rebuild the army, and bring our own heart of Cadbury, our new epic hero.
Woo! Yay! Woo-hoo! Let's go back to that. There on the screen, that old butt naked pornography. See that? That is immoral filth. And show some of that there, Lakada stuff. That there Harry female drove so-called art is nothing but infamous pornography, degenerate, immoral, underlying family values, and reversing sexual roles and painting boys' toys when the gods made men the masters of and women to obey, not the other way around. Lakada was the most infamous nymphomaniac in Golden Throne until she moved to the Citadel last year, joining Dormholm the Deathless, the black spider of the dwarves, plotting to rule over us. Dwarves, heavy, greedy, plotting take over the world. I have heard there is even a protocol that proves greedy-haired dwarves are all plotting to take over the world through their financial schemes and treasuries and usury the money and
fascinating bit. Anti-dwarf phobic I see, as well as racially hostile to elves. Okay, let us not even get into Emberlings then. Or his hatred of Merrick, or of Malith, who are matriarchal, or the savage dark elf, dark of rule, he brutally murdered.
No proven savages roaming the forest half naked, wild savages. He did not even look like that. That is made up romantic dribble.
How do you know? Unless you kill the real dark of the moon.
That is the real thing, not some made up romantic broad embroidered opera glorified dribble.
Like you? Instead, let us review Horsham's infamous record. Let's see, Horsham was famous for being the winner of one of only 5 silver medals of valor medals for verified heroism of the battlefront, and for being the first homeborn large Heartlands boy to command as an officer, and for being a duelist, and for being the general of the victorious War of the Bluebells, and for being the last and most illustrious protege of Lady Wisteria, and for being a celebrated performer of sacred drama and high opera and court dance, which leads us to his most famous and infamous days as a matinee idol. Show us those pictures, please. Well, writer and composer of one opera, revisionist of 5 famous operas about the sick gods, collaborating with Al Chestnutdale of the famous opera trilogy, The Savage Wars director, costume designer, dancer, singer, actor. He bestowed on the Andre stage like a titan, staring at all the best baritone roles of all time. Doctor, Angus Mac, the Bear, Strain, Breeze the Shining Hero, Relations of the North, just to name a few. Look at those gaudy pictures. Wow. It was said people cheered his performances, people wept, people marveled. More encores than any Elvis performer ever received. He sold more tickets than any man who ever starred on her stage. Revivals of the Savage Wars alone continues to keep the orangery in the black. People even coined the new word to describe Horsham, a matinee star. When Celebo banned him from commercial stages for being merely a mere mortal, he starred in private high street and Royal Pavilion productions each winter when waging war was impossible, never forsaking Arcadia in the summer when he turned down gold to march back into the battlefront to fight for Arcadia. Yet despite rarely charging to perform, and often performing for war charities, and never charging for singing performances to evoke the blessings of the gods to bring victory to Arcadia, Horsham's fame as a performer only grew with each year. He performed in the Great Mob before royalty, commanded performances at the palace, sold more wood fan cuts than any person in Arcadia, history period. In short, he was the very first theater celebrity. So very different from Ben here, our epic celebrity. Ben, the darling of us, the pub bards. I might even say we created you, Ben. I am too humble to dare claim that. I bet that's stuck in your craw, eh, Ben? Horsham being more famous than you, for strutting the stage, for dancing, singing, music and arts, when you were only famous for being darling of us pub bards.
Art, music, dance, only girly men do that. Bane barks, elves, decayed elves, and dwarves, green and red-headed plotters. No man puts on makeup, climbs on stage, and sings for the ladies, and dances, and acts. A manly man fights. And when Horsham was performing a string in a private performance, a gang of professional hecklers heckled him, and he came charging down into the audience and clobbered the hecklers, ridiculing his pouch. Sex god of the cherry tree, my ass. Look at that picture. What is worse? A teenager beaming in a fucking skimpy furs kilt like some so-called savage god, or an aging has-been ham actor still trying to live up to his clover days, with a saggy body and battle scars, and a graying beard, still trying to be the sexy performer.
How do you know the hecklers that day were professional clacks hired to disrupt a performance, Ben? Did you hire them?
Fuck you! Horsham was pathetic, a vain bard, still trying to act when he was 37. The roles he did when he was fucking 20. Pathetic. See that drawing done that day he was hecked? Laughed off the stage, never did that role again.
To continue, after Horsham was so badly beaten by you, Ben, after being in prison for competing against your goal to be declared temporary military dictator, he announced he was retiring. And then announced he was giving away his famous costumes. People stood in line to beg for them. There are some pictures here with spectacular costumes. Famous people, even elves begged for the costumes, some of which were heavy with gold, pearls, or amber, or crystals, or even diamonds. Let's see some of those costumes. Wow. There is Darja, Arwen, and there is Streg, Meledious, Breeze, of course, Showy Pardon. And there is the famous costume from a pack of wolves he killed single-handedly, a costume crafted from the last dreaded terror bird he killed. And there he is, the
stupid costume. So he killed some giant bird, some stupid feathers. No man prances about stage in some silly fucking costume.
even playing Meledious of the North, who was a demigod and your nation's own racial hero.
Meledious did not look at that. That's Meledious did not look like that.
Did you ever watch Horsham perform?
Why even waste my time on stupid faggot dances or silly pub prancing? The only song that I ever sing is a good pub drinking song. What else does a fella eat? Anyways, I saw Horsham's performance once. That was a stupid Star Chamber trial in the Great Mall. He was all dressed up in some stupid thing, as usual. Drag queen he is, drag, like those flocks worshippers you meet in dark alleys. There he was, Horsham of Arcadia, all dressed up in full regalia, cold coat, all fancy schmancy, before the wizards of the entire Elite 100 of the royal court. I had to attend, being married to Luna and all. It was fucking stupid, but I had the last laugh. I ordered the court guards to trample every bastard down who dared me by staying in the Great Meow.
Now, a word from our sponsor.
I am going to tell you a very old tale.
There's no such thing as love!
Of long ago and far away in Zendula.
Where is our nation's demigod to lead us into
About a brave warrior
I am BBC.
and a beautiful elf.
How shall we spend the days of our lives?
And their tragic love.
I won't see him again.
I swear to ye I will come back.
That doomed them